Hi everyone. It's 11:53 p.m. on the 30th of April. And if you don't want to sit here and listen to me be sappy for the next 10 minutes, uh, feel free to go ahead and turn the video off. I will not blame you. Uh, really wanted to post this. Um, One, because the internet never forgets. Facebook's a good place to stick stuff that you don't ever want to go away. And because I didn't really get to do a retirement ceremony. Um, in about 6 minutes, I will officially no longer be in the Navy, even though technically I've effectively not been in for the last 3.5 months because that was the last time I put on a uniform or showed up to a ship. But officially, uh, April 30th is my last day, and May 1st is my first day. Like I said, I didn't really get to do a retirement ceremony just because of timing of me starting my new job, me the ship leaving because the Nimitz was leaving um, from Bremerton to transfer to Norfolk. Um, and one part of it usually goes into um, retirement ceremonies. You kind of give a synopsis of your career, and this seems like a good, appropriate time for me to do that. Obviously, you're probably going to hear me crack up some because uh, I'll go over that at the end. Um, so let's see. By the way, I've started my like Navy memory board thing, whatever you want to call it. I have my Power School graduation picture, my vessel for making chief, um, all my covers from the different commands I was at. And the reason I thought about that is um, it's actually I put it over here. Um, left for the Navy or left for boot camp March 16th, 2006. I actually found my parents kept the newspaper article announcing me leaving. Yep, so March 16th, 2006, arrived at Great Lakes. It was Division 925. We were one of the performance divisions, so we got to perform at graduations. I think I did the two graduations before mine, and then my actual graduation we performed at. Um, Graduated in May. I don't remember the exact date. Reported to Naval Nuclear Power Training Command in Charleston. Completed A school, which took about 6 months. I think we graduated like right before Thanksgiving. Um, Sat on T-track for 2.5 months waiting on my security clearance to clear, just because that's always a giant pain in the butt. Let's see, started Power School in February of 2007, graduated in July timeframe, transferred down the road to NPTU Charleston. I started that in, I think, August. We graduated in January, so sometime in there. February of 2008, I reported the USS George Washington in Norfolk, not long before the ship departed to transfer to Japan. That was we left in April. We had like a 3-week underway immediately after I got there, did a couple of palm periods, and then left. Did port visits in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Valparaiso, Chile. I need to speed this up. Had the big George Washington fire on May 22nd, followed by San Diego for 3 months to put the ship back together. Moved or transferred over to Japan. I left there in 2012. In the meantime, while I was there, I met Raisha, and Via was born. Transferred from there to NRD Atlanta, which I think now is INTAG Atlanta. Did recruiting duty for 3 years. That was fun. Never been much of a salesman, and I wasn't then. Um, did that for 3 years. Then went back to Japan on the Reagan. Was there until 2019. Made chief literally the day before I transferred off the ship. I was pinned on Friday. I walked off the ship on Saturday. While I was there, Ina and Zoe were born. Transferred to NRD Atlanta, or NRD Atlanta, back to NNPTC, be a power school instructor. I taught like one class of CMR before they decided to make me an SLPO because an electrician teaching chemistry doesn't go so well. Left there in February of 23, and then went back to the Reagan because the Navy hates me and really just wanted me to be overseas. Was there for a year and a half, geobatching away from Rachel and the girls, which is probably one of the worst parts of my career, is being away from them for that long. And then added to that, I thought I was going to be able to spend the last year and a half or so of my career pierside while the ship was going through maintenance. But the Navy had other plans and other needs. So the last year, we pulled in on like a Monday, and on, I think it was Wednesday, I was told, hey, you're getting shipped over to the Nimitz, and you're going to be deploying, going back on deployment. You can imagine I was not so happy about that. Neither was Rachel or the girls, because I had literally just promised them that I was never leaving again. That 7-month deployment turned into a 9-month deployment, and then we got back, and I basically just transferred out of the Navy at that point. So there's nothing left for me to do. Rachel asked me earlier today while we were having lunch. The nice thing about working from home a couple of times a week is I can go to lunch with her. We were eating in a restaurant that had a lot of Navy and military themed stuff in it. She asked me, like, are you going to miss it? And at the time, I told her that I didn't know. Now, again, it's been 3.5 months since I stepped on board a ship. And I really like my new job. I'm finally figuring out where I fit in. We have a nice, tight-knit group of guys that work together. So that makes it, I have that togetherness feeling, but it's hard to walk away or to leave something. It's 20 years. 20 years, 1 month, and 16 days, 15 days, 14 days, whatever. 20 years, a month and a half. It's a lot. And the transition's been interesting. The Navy was never, I was never gung ho for the Navy like some people, which it's not a bad thing that those people are. But that wasn't me. And I joined the Navy because I wanted a challenge. I was working in an architecture firm as a draftsman. I was bored out of my skull. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't even join until I was 22. So I had like all kinds of different jobs between high school, plus a year of college stuck in there. That was the reason I joined. I joined thinking, okay, initial contract 6 years. I can do the starting enlistment. They'll give me an extra pay grade and a bunch of extra money. 2 more years is nothing. 8 years, cool. I can set myself up for whatever comes next. It's interesting how you can make plans like that and then the entire thing gets turned upside down. But there's definitely facets that I miss. You like seeing the same faces every day. And I don't mean like, oh, I go to work and I see the same. Like literally living with people and eating your meals, like 3 meals a day with them, going to the gym with them. Like your transit to work's 100 feet walking from Burling to your office. So you're literally just the same people every day. That builds a need for trust and a need for reliance that I don't think can really be replicated anywhere else. I think that's kind of the thing that I miss. I definitely miss the people, having the same experiences or at least similar experiences. Like it builds a closeness that, like I said, I don't think can really be replicated anywhere. But we'll see what the next few months has to come. most of like my mental things that I have going on are more like being annoyed with myself. Like I said, thankfully I have a great job. Um, we like the neighborhood that we've moved to. The girls really like school and they're doing well. Like Via's getting ready to do marching band next year, so that makes me happy. So she's taking in my steps or following in my steps. Still, it's a transition. Transitions are hard, um, but nothing that is good comes easy. I don't remember what the exact phrasing is, but so a lot of people when they meet Chief, they get a bottle of liquor that they take a shot of or a drink of every year. I didn't do that for a number of reasons. One, I wasn't. I was in the process of moving, obviously, when I made Chief, so I didn't really have a drink, a bottle. But I um, kept seeing ads for this. It's April 1 bourbon, and it's produced by a Chief Petty Officer. It actually has a history of the Chief Petty Officer mess written on the back, and even I try to maintain as much as I can. Even the seal has 1893, which is the year that Chief Petty Officer was created. And normally I don't drink bourbon. Normally I don't drink really at all. Definitely don't normally drink bourbon. Usually I drink like Tennessee whiskey. So hopefully this is good. But I think that this is going to be my annual bottle. I pre-opened it a little bit because I didn't know how difficult it was going to be. So it's not a lot because I don't drink. So I'm not going to like even get close to getting drunk. But it smells good. It smells a lot like Jack Daniels. But here's to 20 years, 3 ships. Who knows how many sailors I met and mentored and hopefully left a positive, lasting legacy with. Here's to the Chiefs Mess. Here's to my Nimitz family as they finish their voyage coming from Bremerton back to Norfolk. And then here's to the future. Oh, that's strong. I don't drink enough. Whew, that would open my nose. But so until next time, this is Electrician's Mate, Nuclear Senior Chief, Surface Warfare, Air Warfare, Patrick Singleton, retired.